Hey guys, what is up? We're back with another reaction review of Windbreaker Season 2. Of course, I'm catching up to a lot of stuff. Do give me time. But the last video I did was episode 6, which made me cry. And that episode mainly focused on more so Tsubaki's character and background and how he came to terms that he likes dressing like a girl. He is very comfortable in his own skin, and that's due to the very lovely elderly couple who told him that, you know what, love who you are, embrace who you are, because eventually there's going to be people that accepts you. And indirectly, that was also a way to kind of gauge also Haruka, because remember, we know Haruka has been suffering due to biases against him and people judging him for no reason due to how he look and how he carries himself. And for this whole time, he only just wanted someone to be able to listen to him. So seeing Tsubaki embrace himself as he is and having people accept him as he is leads into more character development. And we see slowly Haruka is changing over time, because more and more he's starting to accept those from Fuden. He's accepting them into his life. Now it's still going to cause a little bit of problems, because obviously it's years of trauma, obviously not the best upbringing. And so this new way of living, having people actually care about him, and this is also coming from, like, he got sick and he has people that actually want to care for him, where before he had to deal with sickness all by himself, right? So that episode, I'll tell you this, episode 6, and I haven't seen the rest of the season, but I will have to say episode 6, by far, hands down, as I said before, best episode of the season. Now, will it be topped by this in the future episodes? Who knows? But without further ado, let's get into Windbreaker Season 2, Episode 7. Who's running? Already? Really? Oh, about to say, I'm like, last episode they were in their uniform when they visit the elderly man. Yeah, I thought your wounds were healed. Did he? Why are you lying? I know he's lying, because it's just like, huh? I was about to say Capipicho, but they have different red light districts. They gonna see, like, are y'all even allowed there? Oh God. Oh Lord. Y'all just getting bombarded by people wanting to come into these shops. Right, because why would Tsubaki send y'all into the red light district? Oh, girl, Jesus, why? And your face is messed up. Yeah, in heels. She looks a little too young. What happened? But y'all is you. I find it funny for one girl. You got a bunch of these dudes. Oh no. Oh no. You sending all these goons after one girl. Yo, I swear on everything, bro. And then you calling her the B word. What? Yo, season 1, episode 1, how it could come out, bro. Like, I do not trust these dudes with her. Exactly. Y'all is bums. One girl, 30 plus dude. Nah, I don't trust that, bro. Y'all is bums. And she out running all of y'all in heels. Yeah, because Erica, you gonna need with my boy with you, bro. Now y'all are straight bums, bro. Like, yeah, I just need season 1. Oh, your nose is broken. What? Dang. My boy is shaking his boots. What is Nire going to do? What is he gonna do? Okay. Because I know Nire is not a fighter. He's a informationalist. Like, what? Huh? Oh, this is going back to when he was sick. Okay. Mm. Oh. Okay. 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 Fair enough. Oh, makes sense. Cause Soa's training is I guess he just does any and every type of martial arts, really. So that's why he had a okay. Right. What? I don't trust that. Dang, why are you talking like that? Oh. Smart. Okay, smart. Why are you looking like Saitama about to punch Genos? Ooh. Dang. Yo, my boy's gonna go and train. He's gonna have his training arc comes in the next arc, right? You know how embarrassing it is for y'all as grown men to get hit by teenage boys? You know how embarrassing that is? And get laid out? Like, look at that dude. This dude is curled up. Yeah, you see you talking mad big and now you chickening out. Come on. his own. Dang. Dang. He didn't miss. And he could. Oh! It's what he does, that spinning kick, bro. Was he hit? No. I'm about to say. Do you know how embarrassing that is, bro? You a whole grown person. A bunch of y'all, 30 plus, after one woman, and they get beaten by 2 10. I would have never shown my face in public again. I would have. Who are you? Girl, you better say something. What? They didn't do it. Thank you. Man, I was about to go on a whole tangent. Oh, so he an idiot in the suit. Don't tell me she's a Yakuza granddaughter. She's the granddaughter of a Yakuza. And he's her bodyguard. Is that what it is? Okay. Oh, she's a singer. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Here it comes. And cue the blushing. Oh, who are you? All these people popping up. Chairman. He's the chairman. Oh God. What? Oh damn, y'all had old beef. Oh. Oh no. Oh, this group had beef with Furin. Oh no. Also, they all know Tsubaki. That's why Tsubaki. Huh. Huh. What? You're underage. What are you doing on the pole? I mean, the fact that you are part of it, you're flexible, but you are underage. So, kids, well, I'm not gonna say kids, because technically on this channel you must be 18 or above to watch my channel. I only cater to those who are classified as adults. Because I don't want to be responsible for anybody under that age. No, 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 no. I may not curse and carry on this channel, but of course I feel more comfortable speaking to an older audience, you know. But if you do have someone underage, do not send them to the light red district. Even if they know someone there, don't send them, because I want to know how Tsubaki got the job. Okay, who you was talking to? And I feel like Tsubaki isn't taking pay. He just enjoys the nightlife. He enjoys that he can be himself there versus everyday regular standards, right? It's more throwing me off because he's underage. That's what's throwing me off. Like, we all know they're fighters, so they have incredible athletic abilities. Like, okay, so what if you could swing yourself on a pole? So what? Who cares? It's the fact that he's there where there are other adults engaging with someone underage. That's just what's troubling me, you know. And that you brought your also equally underage friends into a district that's solely for adults. Now, I'm guessing this arc, everything is going to happen in this red light district, Kaisei. Now, what's going to happen in this arc, I don't know, because I haven't read the manga. Manga readers don't talk about anything further than the episode, of course. But given the fact that we were formally introduced to Tsubaki like 2 episodes prior, I'm guessing this is more tying in also to his backstory, right? So I will say this is also probably very fitting for him. Again, I'm still kind of, you know, because of the minor, but you know, it is a story, and this is how the creator wanted to portray their story for their characters, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm going to go on the limb. The reason why we're taking the story now in a place that's nightlife filled of bright lights entertainment and stuff a little bit more into dangerous, but you can feel like it's more like to feel like yourself. You can shake off the shackles of the everyday persona you put on for your regular 9 to 5. The minute you step out your house, you got to put on this kind of mask, this facade. And I'm reading into it, but like whenever you see nightlife in any forms of entertainment, right? People let go of their inhibitions, right? They let go of in my case, Kimberly, of Monday to Friday, of a regular 8 to 7 or whatever, how much hours I work, 8 to 4, whatever, right? And then I'm going out on the weekend and I'm letting loose. We outside. You think I didn't drink? I do. I just don't drink that often. I had one bad case of drinking that bad. I don't know if I'm going to drink for the rest of the year, bro. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Your girl knocked out. I can be upfront with y'all, like, yeah. And then, she kind of, and she knocked out. It was at a house party. Yeah. But besides the point. Yeah, I don't think I want to drink for the rest of the year. Be smart. Please be smart with the way you drink it. It was just that one time. But I got little life stories, okay? But regardless of the fact, I feel like this ties into Tsubaki's characters, right? In the sense of, even though Tsubaki embraces himself in his femininity, his love for cute things, anything girlish, right? Long hair, wearing skirts or dresses, heels and everything. His love for Umamiya and all that stuff. Obviously, during the daytime or going to school and all that stuff, there is parts of him that does have to be closed off, as secure as he is in himself. And that's thanks to the older man. I believe his name again was Ito-san. At the same time, because of how society is structured and how society says you have to be this type of individual, I believe Tsubaki had to also run away to the nightlife. So I'm going to go on the limb, right, where they're probably going to go into the backstory of how he ended up in a pub meeting all these people, right? And probably it came a point in story. I'm going off a limb. Of course, I'm eventually going to get to that episode, but this is what my predictions and my thoughts may be on how he got into this position. Probably something had triggered him and upset him greatly, and he was just wandering around. That, I swear to God, sometimes stories are really like this. And he was wandering around, and then he somehow found himself in a red light district, and he came upon them. He probably helped them, just like how we saw in this episode, Nire, Sakura, and So they helped, what's her name? I forgot her name real quick. Satsuki or something of that sort. They helped her, right? She was running away from people who was trying to target her since the beginning of the episode, and she's been running all afternoon into the nighttime. Probably something of similarity happened with Tsubaki, and so they treated him to hospitality. And so they probably needed someone that can, entertain the guests and on the pole. And he said, "Yo, all right, let me give it a shot. Let me see what I can do." The crowd was entertained, and he's like, "I feel alive. These people are not looking at me as any different. They're seeing me as just a performer. They're kind to me. We're having fun. We're having laughs, jokes, and all that stuff, and we're having a good time." And probably that's why he stayed. That's how I'm gonna. If I swear to God, if they did it exactly like that, I swear I predicted it long before it happened. It seems like that trajectory, but I could be wrong. I could be 110% wrong. But again, no spoilers. But also with this episode, it shows that Nire is taking a step up to. In a way, this also showed a little bit of Nire's character development from the first season, because we don't really get much of Nide anyway. So the fact that we're seeing that like he's taking a step forward instead of just being always that character that feels that he needs to be protected, now he wants to be the person that's like, yes, I understand that at times you guys are gonna have my back, but for the sanity of me and for you guys, I do need to learn how to step up for myself, how to defend myself, and also help you guys as well. And I think his perfect, and given the fact of his relationship with So, and especially when we saw in the beginning of this earlier in the season when they went against the Keel, right, and what the guy did to Nide and everything, you can say that like So feels very protective of Nide. So it's beautiful to see that like these two trusting each other so much that Nide felt so comfortable, even though he might have felt like So might find it troublesome. But again, So is so mysterious because we really don't know much about this guy. Like, we really don't know nothing about him. I can't even say we got little crumbs. We really don't know nothing about him. All right, they're keeping him mysterious for whatever reasons. I don't know. But he still felt comfortable enough. Well, if one thing, we can say at least So cares very much about his friends, especially Nide and Sakura, right? So the fact that he is willing to train Nide, you could see how much their bond is tightening because of how much trust is in these two individuals. Now, again, we're in a new arc. I can tell it's literally a new arc because the Keel literally started from the ending of season 1 up until episode 3, 4 of this season, and the rest of the season is basically this arc. And I'm going to guess this is the red light district arc, right? I'm not saying because I looked it up. It's quite literally they're in a red light district, like night entertainment for adults, right? And given from the opening, something is going to go down. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but if it's anything like the 2 previous arcs where there is another group who wants to approach all of these characters for whatever their reasons is, if they have like quite little beef with Rumple and also Furin, they're going to try to come up on the turf and everything, because a lot of the times that we've seen so far is always on turf wars, like you entered my turf without permission and we're going to go and fight. So something is telling me another group is going to intervene, and they probably already have problems with Roppo. And on top of that, they find out Furin is here. No, we're going to also have beef with them too, because for whatever reasons. For whatever reason. And then again, it could be that there's no other turf war. It's just people that just wants to fight. Who's to say? It could be different this arc that we just need someone to fight. And it could be more, this is more of the season that gives us more characterization of Tsubaki. And this also leads into Sakura's characterization and growth, in the sense that like Sakura and Tsubaki are basically 2 sides of the same coin. They may have lived different lives, but going about almost where it came to the prejudice and, you know, self-identity and being accepted, these two are kind of literally on the same wavelength. And so this arc is going to be more so, I feel, focusing on, because they show heavily in the opening, and so far it looks like the rest of the season is going to be this. It's going to be mainly, the main character of this arc will be Tsubaki, and the sub-main character will be Sakura. At least that's what I feel. Again, I did not see what happened in the season or anything of that sort, so I don't know what's going to happen and how it's going to go down. And then again, I don't remember. I believe they already announced that there might be a season 3. I'm not too sure. Do clarify that for me in the comment section below. But if you guys already saw episode 7 of Windbreaker season 2, do drop in the comments on how you felt about this episode. If it's your first time watching it, just like me, how do you feel overall about this episode? What are your predictions for next episode? If you are a manga reader, of course, no spoilers, but how do you feel about this episode versus the chapter or chapters it was adapted from? The links are in the description box. You guys go check it out. And I'm Kimi-chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.